recording? Can't tell. Anyways, what's up guys? I'm gonna do a quick vlog before it storms, because it's supposed to storm all week long. So, do a quick ride and talk about, is the Honda Transalp a good beginner bike? And I got some notes here so I can try to stay on topic, because I never stay on topics, or sometimes I don't stay on topic. So I'll start out with saying the Transalp, in my opinion, is good for a starter. And a reason why is it's very versatile. It can be an on-road bike if you want to just ride it on road, and it can also be a bike that you can take off-road if you want to. It's not, I'm not going to say it's like a dirt bike off-road, but it'll get you down basically any off-road that you need to get it down, unless you're just doing insane off-roading, which if you get the Transalp, I don't think that's your mission for it. At least that's not my mission for it, but it's very versatile. So that's one of the points that I've got here. It's bulletproof reliable. It's got the Honda reliable. It's got the Honda engines. Everybody knows how reliable Honda is. I would trust my life with Honda. I think they're wonderful. Their engines they make are always wonderful. So obviously I think that's a huge plus. So it makes it really low maintenance, because the reliability, you do your oil changes, you do everything that you need to do, and it's gonna run for you. Secondly, it has rider modes. So it has like the sport mode, which I'm in right now. It has rain mode, which I recommend starting out on rain mode, like at least learning the bike. I didn't, but I wasn't like a full beginner whenever I got the bike. So it has rain mode, sport mode, gravel mode, and user mode, which you can adjust to the settings to your like you can turn traction control off, turns like stuff like that off. So it's obviously when you're going off-road, you're going to want to turn traction control off, and ABS, because if not, I think you'll just be sliding. I'm not really very seasoned off-road, so I'm not really good at it yet. So I do want to do some off-roading, but obviously I'm going to wait until I get at least some more aggressive tires, which the tires I'm going to go with is the Dunlop Trailmax Missions, because they're long-lasting tires and they're not super expensive, plus they can do a little bit of off-roading that I need to do, because I'm not like a super off-roader. So obviously, yeah, it's very comfortable to ride. The seat position's very good. The stock seat's decent. I would recommend getting the comfort seat. It's very comfortable, and it comes in at a great price point. It's $9,999, which seems like a lot, but if you compare it to like the Rebel 500, which the Rebel 500 is what, if you get the special editions, $8,000, or the SE, it's $8,000. So you're paying about $2 grand more, and you get a way better bike. Why not? I mean, and comparable to other adventure bikes, it's very fair priced, especially for the features and stuff you get. Plus you get the Honda engine, and in my opinion this 750 engine is just, the 750 engine is incredible. I mean, I love the engine, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like a sport bike. It's super exciting to ride. Also, a big thing for me was it can grow with me. So as I grow as a rider, as I grow as a person, my style of riding grows, it can grow with me. It's, like I said, it's very versatile, so the more I get into off-roading, which not sure if I'm going to get into off-roading, I may eventually try off-roading a little bit, but it can do it. So that's one plus for me, is that it's versatile enough that it can off-road if it needs to, and it's obviously very, very good on the road. I think it's an incredible touring machine. I was talking to my buddy earlier. I was like, yeah, you know what, I think one day I could get a Goldwing. And he's like, yeah, when you turn 40. And I was like, well, to be honest, the Transalp does everything the Goldwing does for me. I mean, obviously it might not be as comfortable touring, but it can do it. So it's very good on all fronts, in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's the best on every category, but it's very good on a lot of the categories. It's good enough off-road that you're not going to feel underwhelmed or outmanned when you're out there with your buddies. And that depends on the trail and depends on the stuff you're doing, but for light trails, can't beat it. I think it's very easy manageable. It's manageable, so it's not super heavy. I think it's 450 pounds ish. When I get on my gear on there, it does feel heavy, but it's not super top heavy. So that's one thing I like about it, is it seems to be very well balanced, especially when you're riding on the road, like you're going through the city. Like you can't tell it's 450 pounds or 500 pounds with gear, and you can't tell. So it's easily manageable. For a beginner rider, it's easily manageable, and I think that, like, once you ride it and you get used to it, say after a few days, I think you'll realize that I mean, unless you're short, it's not overwhelming, especially even for a beginner rider. It's not overwhelming. It's not going to blow your socks off, none of that. So it's easily manageable, which I think a beginner would be happy with. So with all those points, do I think it's a good beginner bike as like a first bike? Yes, but if it's your first bike, I think you should put it in rain mode. And I think you should learn on the bike in rain mode, so the throttle don't just get away from you, because it can get away from you. I mean, you can see, like, I'm in 5th gear. It's got plenty of power. I can go down to 4th gear. I mean, it'll take off. And it's got enough power to where it's going to wow you. Like when I did my test ride, it didn't scare me, but I definitely honored the power, because I could just feel compared to my 500 how much power this thing had and what it could do. So definitely be mindful of that. Definitely take your time and learn on it in rain mode. You don't want to get out there in sport mode and just start romping on it, because it's gonna scare you a little bit. I think, especially if you're a beginner rider, because like when I first started riding, the Rebel 500 felt decently powerful. And then after like a few months of me learning and like which I'm a natural, I feel like, so like the bike, it just felt like I've been riding, like even now, like I've only been riding for like a year or so, but it feels like I've been riding forever, and it's very natural to me, and it just feels like I've been doing it for a long time. So it just feels like I've been doing it. So maybe for you it doesn't, I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody's riding style's different. So each bike you pick, you have to pick what you think is going to fit your style. Which for me, I thought I was just going to be a cruiser guy. I really did. And then, which I've always been into camping, so that was always on the back of my mind. But I've always been into camping, so, but I thought, you know what, a Honda Rebel, even 1100 or 500 will work for me, because I'm just a cruiser guy. I think I'll ride on the roads and that's it. Then as like the more I started riding, the more I started camping and wanting to camp, it just changed, and I realized, you know, maybe I need an adventure bike, which I seen from the beginning, I had my eyes on the Transalp from the beginning. I mean, I thought it looked amazing. I liked the idea of it, and I went and test rode one, and the rest was history. But it's getting close to the end of this video. The Transalp, I think, is a good beginner bike. There are some things obviously that are going to throw you off, like the power is a little bit overwhelming, especially if you've never even rode at all. So the power can get a hold of you and scare you a little bit. But I don't think it's like, I keep always messing with these dang mirrors. I don't think it's like so much to where you're gonna not want to ride it, because like once you get going, like right now, like say I put in my throttle lock, which I think I adjusted my throttle lock, but like I'm no-handing it, and the bike just feels so planted. Like it does not feel, I don't think it should be this planted. It's crazy to me that I can sit here and ride no-handed. I know I could have done it on my Rebel, but it didn't feel as planted as this. But I can sit here and ride no-handed, and the fact that it will just stay up like nothing's happening, it's incredible, man. I mean, how planted this bike feels is just, it's mind-blowing me. It feels so planted. Another thing I did not mention is the aftermarket support is definitely coming around. There's definitely a lot more companies that are working to build stuff for the Transalp. In my opinion, the best one being Tusk. I love Tusk. I think they have some wonderful stuff. I don't know if you can hear my, sorry for my ADHD brain, but my little tire pressure monitor, I got the stuff set a little bit wrong, so it's reading my tire pressure is really high, which it's decently high, but it'll be all right. But the aftermarket support's really good. I'm a beginner. Like I'm not a mechanic. I've been like, I'm a little bit mechanically inclined, but I can basically do everything on this bike on my own. So I've done everything on the bike on my own. I've installed every part on by myself. I'm gonna install the Viridian Cruise by myself. I'm probably going to go ahead and get heated grips while I'm at it. I mean, I might as well, if I'm already tearing the bike down that much, I might as well get the grips. They're like 170 bucks, so I'll probably add the grips, and then I'll probably get the 12-volt socket just to do it, and that'll honestly probably wrap up my build. So then I'll just start getting better and better gear, I think, and then maybe more stuff for the channel. I do want to get an Instant 360 for my handlebars for right here. I think that would be a cool angle. I thought about just upgrading my helmet camera and then just mounting my GoPro here and just using it as like a facing me camera. So I mean, I've got options here, and I'm not sure which route I'm going to go on the camera wise, but I really do like the idea of having a 360 because it can get all the way around me, which I think is very cool, and I like the idea of that. But I just wanted to film a quick video here today because it's going to rain all week, so I'm probably not going to have a chance to film this week. But if I do get my stuff in for my carpy ride, I'm probably going to do a final build list video, because I got the final parts basically, besides like the cruise control and stuff, but that I'm not too worried about right now because it's a niche thing, I guess, or it's like a thing that you don't really need, which you don't need a lot of this stuff. But I'll probably do a final build list, and then I might do like a pack list for my 3-day trip to San Antonio, Texas, or to, really it's Medina, Texas, for the Twisted Sisters. They're either, I don't know if they're 3 sisters or Twisted Sisters. I see it different on each spot, so correct me in the comments, I guess, if whichever one it is. If you're from Texas and you know, correct me in the comments, that's fine. But I might do a build list on that, like on the trip. I might do like a loadout is what I call it for the trip, to show you guys what I'm bringing. And all of it's budget oriented because I'm not rich. I make a decent living, but I'm not rich. So all my stuff that I get, I like to be budget oriented and I want to test it before I bring it to you guys and show you, hey, this is the product I'm using. If I don't know if it's good, I don't want to tell you guys, hey, get this product. But stay tuned for those videos. I will do a final build list. It won't be a final build list, but I'll do a updated build list on the mods I've done. I probably won't do individual parts like the center stand or nothing like that, but I will talk about them in the video. So stay tuned for that if you want to see a final build list. If you're curious about anything on the bike and you have any questions about any of it, feel free to comment, shoot me a message, whatever you got to do. I have no problems answering you. I'm always on my phone, like I've said before. So if you have any questions about any of it, ask. I mean, I have no problems with answering any of the questions or anything like that. So, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. I don't think I have anything else for you guys, but I'll finish it off with, is it a good beginner bike? Yes, I think so. I think you can get it as a beginner, as a new rider. Is it a beginner bike? Not necessarily, but it's something you can grow into. And I'll leave it at that. But with that being said, until the next time, you guys ride safe out there. Peace.